I'm back. I was actually working on something before Renee's box came in, so I stopped what I was doing so I could share that with you guys. But I want to share with you what I have been working on. My friend Carolyn designed a Marie Antoinette kit um, this this past year, I believe, and I bought one of her kits, and I have been playing. I was putting it together. It had been sitting in my craft room for a while, and I hadn't done anything with it. I don't know if it's because, sometimes we get intimidated on, when we're having to do something because we've never done it before. And being that it wasn't my project that I created, I wasn't sure if I could get it done, but I was watching her video. She does have a tutorial on how to put it together step by step, and it kind of inspired me to just go out and pull out my kit and play with it. This is actually what she sent me. She did all the fussy cutting for me, and she did have a paper. She designed a paper, and she designed an armoire kit. And she did a lot of fussy cutting for me because, you guys, I always tell you I'm terrible at fussy cutting. I don't know, Carolyn's got a lot of patience. She cut out all the embellishments from her digital kit for me. So everything was cut and ready for me to use because I'm a spoiled brat. Those are her words, not mine. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So anyway, here's some of the paper, and I don't know if the paper is still available. This is for another of the armoire. She gave me like extras, but here's some of the paper that I used on the inside. So all of this is her kit, her paper line that she designed, and I'm just sharing some of the pages with you. Look at that. So you'll have to get with Carolyn to see if it's still available. Look at this gorgeous fan right here. You would cut these separate and they would make a fan. You'd have to get with Carolyn to see. I'm not sure if they're available still, but I know that she said if anybody was interested in the armoire, she would sell the physical kit, and you had the option to do just in the plain white poster board. She cuts it in thick poster board, or you could get it with the papers as well, lining the papers for the armoire. This would be a separate thing if she even has this anymore. I'm just showing you how gorgeous it is. Anyway, she had cut everything for me, and she had included all the pieces. And when I was looking at her video, it inspired me to just go ahead and pull out my kit. To pull out my kit and play with it. And I really had to go back and watch her video because it's a 3D project. And like I said, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I get up real early. Anyway, it's a 3D project, and when you have never put it together, sometimes you need to watch those videos, the tutorials. That way you can figure it out. I'm going to share the beauty with you guys. Look at this beautiful, beautiful armoire. I'm going to turn it sideways. That way you guys can see the whole thing. Look at that from top to bottom. I did have some resin pieces in my stash that I had created a long time ago and didn't use because I play with mold from molds, not mold, with resin and the molds, and create little resin pieces. So I had some in my stash, and I adhered one down here to the bottom, which is a rose, and then this beautiful one up here. And these are some little tiny tassels that I had in my stash. Now, part of the kit was everything to put the kit together, including the layering paper. That's one option. Another one would be just the white pieces to put the armoire together. but no layering pieces. You would have to use your own. You do have to do some hand cutting, and I'm the worst at doing that, and I was able to pull it off. And it is gorgeous, you guys. It's gorgeous. Let me measure for you. So really, it's not supposed to be as tall as mine is. It's probably about to there, but I added that piece on top. So it's about, from top to bottom, all the way down to the feet, I'm going to say it's about 11 inches or right under 11 inches, if I recall. And then from side to side, it's about 5.5 inches wide, and the depth is 3 inches. So it's not real big, but it's not real small either. But look at how gorgeous it came out. I did have to fussy cut these panels right here. And they're fine. They came out fine. And I'm, like I said, the worst. The hinges will not be included in the file. That you would have to purchase separate. I can put a link in the description box below. These are from Amazon. And when we bought the kit, the Marie Antoinette kit, it actually was a kit that had lace and the hinges. You know, it had the metal pieces, the hinges. It had everything we needed. And I was one of those that bought that. And I think she said 10 people bought it, and nobody has shared it, so I'm sharing it. And if you guys got it and you haven't put it together, you should put it together. After you put one together, you're going to want to put another one together because that's what I'm going to do. But look at how gorgeous it is. On the, to make it really, really strong in the front so the doors would not gap or anything, I actually, when I go to McDonald's and order a coffee, they give you the coffee stirrers, and they're pretty long, and they're little wooden ones, but they're narrow, and they're thin. They're not real thick and not real thin, and they're not wide, they're narrow. So they were the perfect size to fit the frame of the door opening to give it strength. I also added pieces here to the feet of the stirrers, because I collect them. Usually when I bring my coffee home, I don't even use the stirrers, but I don't throw nothing away. So I had them, and that's what I did to reinforce the legs and the door frame on this. Here is the side view of that, and I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see that this piece has dimension. This was included in the kit that I got, and although it's printed on the paper right behind the same image, you had the option to cut this out and, you know, add dimension. I didn't fussy cut this. My brother Scan and Cut was able to see the lines and cut it out for me. So that's why it looks pretty good. And then I did an offset with, after I was done cutting the image, I went into the settings and created an offset and cut it out in gold foil. This is one of the die cuts that she just gifted me in the swap. And this piece of lace was included in the kit, the physical kit that I had bought. Here's the back. Look at how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? And then here's the other side to it. The only thing I need to do, I need to layer the bottom feet because she gives you paper to do all this. But this you have to fussy cut. So you just trace the template that comes with the kit, and then you fussy cut the designer paper. You'll see all that in her tutorial. I will link it in the description box below. If you have any questions, it's better if you ask Carolyn, because she's the one who designed it and she's the one that sells it. I'm just sharing my kit that I had purchased and that I played with. On the inside, these hinges that she gave me are real tiny, and boy, for me, I need something a little bit bigger. I don't know, but these are perfect for this, and they work great. All I did was glue them with some, I didn't use E6000, but something equivalent to it. And for the door handles, I have these little bitty eye pins that have a screw point to them, and I just screwed them. I glued the little metal piece that Carolyn had included in the kit and let it set for a little bit. And then it's got openings in it, so in one of the openings I screwed in the eye pin on both sides. And I did use my gold leafing pen because it was more like an antique color, like a bronze. So I wanted it to have a little bit more shine to it. So I did use my gold leafing pen. And then look at the inside, how nice it looks. Nice and finished. On this side and this side, I added the flourishes that she included in the swap that we're just doing right now. And then this was included in the kit. And here's one of the fussy cut pieces that she did for me. I haven't created anything for the inside yet. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I was just really inspired to put it together after watching her video, because for me, the fun part is when you decorate, not necessarily putting it together, but after you have it put together and you see how gorgeous it looks, and then you start adding your own touches to it. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. And I just wanted to share it. Now, for me, my doors are a little snug, and I like it that way because all I have to do is line them up, and then all I got to do is push it down, and there it is. It's closed, it's snug, there's no gap or anything like that. Let me see, fix that. Well, there you go. There's no gap in between the doors or on the sides. I really love the way this came out. Anyway, guys, that is all that I wanted to share with y'all. This is short and sweet. And I did add stickles here and there. So if you see some of the glittery stuff, that's the gold stickles that Carolyn had gifted me it's been years, and I still have it. So I stickled up a little bit here, a little bit there on the frame. Not too much, just a little bit to give it a little sparkle. And then these little gold mini tassels I had in my stash, and I just put them in the front. And the reason I did the resin pieces here, and I could have used clay if I had had them in clay, that would work too, is because the furniture back then, and even furniture now that's very well made, has deep wood carvings in the wood, and I love the way that looks. So that's when I did this, that's what I was imagining or thinking about, the way they used to carve into the wood. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope that you like what I created. And like I said, if you're interested in these, I'm going to link Carolyn's channel in the description box below. And if you're interested in one, you can get with her and she'll give you all the details on this project. Thanks for watching. Bye.